Once the wintertime hits, my skin is over with. It gets dry, it gets chapped, it gets just so irritated. If you clicked on this video, then you feel the exact same way. Hi, my name is Nicole and I help skincare business owners and DIYers craft their formulas and develop fragrances. If that's something that you're interested in, then definitely hit the subscribe button and hype this video up so we can get it out to more people. Now, when it comes to the wintertime, it can just be so hard to really retain moisture because it's just so dry out from it just being the winter time and it being so cold. So I wanted to develop a formula where you can have the great layers of oils and emollients and silicones to really help to give you a lot more moisture and for it not to be so sticky or tacky on your skin. So let's not waste any more time and get right into this video. Now, I know when it comes to skincare and winter products, body butter isn't always the go-to for a lot of people. Some people still want to be able to use body oils because they don't want the tacky feel of body butter. Now, I know even though you may mess with the body butter in your formula to add arrowroot powder and add isododocane or IPM, there's so many different ingredients that you can add to help with the overall oiliness of your product. But sometimes for some people, it just may not absorb well. It may not just work well for them. So this can be a really great alternative and be labeled as a great winter body oil so that people can know that they can have a different product that will still work just as effectively or even better for their skin when it comes to a body oil. So within this formula, you're going to get exactly that. I'm also going to be sharing with you ways that we can adjust this formula if there's certain skincare issues that you want to address, or how we can just make this formula better in general. Okay, now first up, we're going to get straight into our formula. Now, the first great staple oil that we're going to be using in this formula is going to be Meadowfoam Seed Oil. Now, this is going to be a really nice golden color oil. It's going to be thick. It's going to also still be a little bit lightweight. This is a really great staple oil to use within the formula because it's going to give you great moisturization and it's also going to absorb fairly quickly into your skin as well. If you don't have this, then a really good alternative that's thick is going to be castor oil. Now, I would use regular castor oil, the standard castor oil, not black castor oil. That's going to be extremely thick. It has also a very, black brownish color, something that you may not want to use. It will change the overall color of your product. So just be mindful of that. So that's the first one that we're going to be using. Now, I will have the full formula with measurements available for you a little bit later in the video so you can see all of your measurements, everything to make 4 ounces for yourself and test it out. Now, the next ingredient we're going to be using is oat oil. Now, oat oil is going to be a really great oil, especially if you have really sensitive skin. Now, when it comes to the wintertime, sensitive skin is just even more amped up, especially for me as well. The drier my skin gets, even with my kids, the drier their skin gets, the more their eczema starts to inflame and they experience more eczema during that time. So I always try to make sure I have really great moisturizing products at home when it comes to my creams and oils, just to really make sure that their skin is staying hydrated throughout the winter time. So using oat oil is going to be really great because it's great for sensitive skin. It's good for calming down redness. It's going to just be a really great oil that is going to help to absorb quickly into your skin as well. It's not so thick that it just lays on top of your skin. So this, along with the Meadowfoam seed oil, is going to be a really good combination together. Also, what I really like about oat oil is that it's going to be really great for highly irritated skin. It's going to help with redness, itchiness, so all the things that you kind of experience when it comes to super dry skin in the winter time. So this, along with the Meadowfoam seed oil, is going to be a really great combination to really help to absorb into your skin and really help with any irritation, redness, itchiness. I love these two together. Now, let me know if you've ever used oat oil in any of your formulas, if you have any sensitivity issues when it comes to the winter time, because this is going to be a really great oil that you can use to really help with that. Now, also I have Marula Oil, and Marula Oil is going to be really great because it's not too heavy, but it's extremely moisturizing. This is going to be a really great middle oil to use. That's going to really help to elevate and give you more moisturization, but not so much oiliness. This is another one that's going to be in a light yellowish color. It's going to be a really soft, nice oil that's not too heavy, but it adds in so much more moisturization, which again is very key when you are talking about a winter body oil. So this is going to be a really great ingredient to add to really help elevate and give us more oiliness, more moisturization. Now we're going to have Squalane oil, and this is going to be a clear oil, as you can see here. I love Squalane oil because this is going to help cut through the greasiness of the oat oil, and the Meadowfoam seed oil is going to help to absorb into your skin. It's going to help the oils to absorb into your skin a lot quicker. It's going to help to really penetrate into your skin and really allow for you to be fully hydrated. So I love adding in emollients and silicones into my products, because this is what's going to really help with the absorption rate of your product. Because again, you don't want anything that's going to be sitting on your skin or get your clothes oily, but it's going to still give you a nice glow. It's still going to give you nice hydration when it comes to your body oil. It's going to give you really great hydration when it comes to your body oils. All right, now next up we're going to also have jojoba oil. Now jojoba oil is going to be really great here because this is going to be more like an ester than it's going to be an oil, and this is going to actually mimic your skin's natural sebum. This is a really great ingredient. It's going to help to aid in more absorption into your skin and really just add as like an additional element to help absorption and really help to glide onto your skin a lot better. Jojoba oil really makes a big difference when it comes to in oil in general. I always like to add in jojoba oil. It's not too thick, and it's just going to really glide onto your skin nicely and mimic your skin's natural oils, which really would be important here since you're kind of losing a lot of oils when it comes to how dry it is in the wintertime. Okay, now the next ingredient we're going to have is going to be a silicone. Now I know silicones are going to be a little bit more controversial when it comes to products. A lot of people don't want to use them, and that's totally fine. But with this formula in particular, I'm adding this in to kind of help to elevate this formula, give it a more silky, smooth, spa-like finish. And this is going to be Dimethicone. Now, this is a really great silicone that's going to be very lightweight. It's going to be clear in color like this one as well, but it has the oil-like feel and consistency, but it's going to absorb into your skin. It's going to give you a very spa-like feel on your skin. It's going to smooth out very well, and it's just going to help with your other oils to seep into your pores a lot better, and it's just going to be a nice silky spa-like consistency and feel. And that's really what you're going for when you're looking for a body oil that's going to absorb very quickly. You want like that spa-like experience. If you go to the spa and you get a good massage and you realize like how well that oil absorbs into your skin and how you don't feel really tacky or sticky, it feels like it's really going onto your skin and gliding onto your skin perfectly. You don't feel nasty and sticky afterwards. So by adding in the silicones, adding in a really lightweight oil like Squalane oil, even adding in like a coconut oil instead of Squalane, that's going to be very lightweight as well. Or also an ingredient like a capric triglyceride, which is going to be a derivative of coconut oil. This is going to be a really great ingredient that's going to also be very lightweight. You can use that instead of Squalane oil as well, and that's going to be a really great alternative that's going to seep deep into your skin and really give you great moisturization, especially during this time of year. So when you're looking at oils, adding in these type of ingredients are going to really help for it to penetrate a lot better. So I love adding those into my oils. Now, of course, in any oil formula that I create, we can never forget our old faithful vitamin E. Vitamin E is always going to be a very, very crucial ingredient. I always have it in like a nice that I get from Lotion Crafters. But with vitamin E oil, this is going to be really crucial because it helps for your oils to not go rancid. It's going to really help from your product from oxidizing and just really be really helpful for extending the shelf life of your product. So you always want to add in vitamin E. Never forget vitamin E when it comes to your oils, body butter, whatever have you. This is going to really help to extend the shelf life naturally for your product. And this is just oils that we're using. This is the really only preservative that you're going to need for this product. All right, so now that we have all of our ingredients, we're going to add them all together. And I just love the overall consistency. With these being thicker oils, I will say that with it being thicker, that it does take a little bit for all of the oils to mix together. I always say when it comes to oils to prep your oils, especially when you're selling it, a little bit before you need them, so that you give it time for all of the oils to marry, especially when you have thicker oils like this. But by adding in the silicones and like your more lighter weight oils, that will help for all of the oils to blend together a lot easier as well, because when you have lighter weight oils, they blend a lot easier. The thicker oils do take a little bit of time, so you just really want to consider that when it comes to your oils. Okay, now it's time for the report card for this oil, and that's really the crucial part. How do we check this oil? What are we looking for, and how do we make the formula better overall? Okay, so now I'm going to try on this oil. You can see how well it's already starting to absorb here. You see how quickly that absorbed? My skin doesn't feel tacky. It glides on so nicely. You can see I have a nice, great shine on my skin compared to the other side. It's going to be a little bit drier, but you can see I have a nice shine, but it's not so like sticky and tacky where like I feel like I can't put clothes on afterwards or anything like that. You can hop out of the shower, put this on, absorb into your skin really quickly. You don't have to worry about it getting all over your clothes or getting all over your robe, whatever have you. So you can see the difference on how well of a shine that this will give you. You can always add more onto your skin if you feel like it's not enough oil, or if you want it to look a little bit more shiny, then you can add a little bit more. You can see the difference with that as well. But with this, at least it absorbs very, very quickly. So I really enjoy how well it absorbs. I enjoy how silky and smooth it feels. It doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't feel tacky. I don't have a lot of remnants on my hands either. So you can see I didn't have anything on this hand. And you can see it absorbs really quickly to a point where I don't have it all over my hands. And then I feel like I have to wipe it off of my hands or put it somewhere else or try to put it in my hair. My hands are going to be good after applying this. I don't have to worry about wiping it off or anything like that. My hands are not super, super greasy. So that's a really great thing to consider when it comes to an oil like this. But I definitely do feel moisturized. My arm does not feel dry. So I love the way that this oil feels overall. But I always feel like you can always make things better. Now let me know down below in the comments how you would change this formula, what you would add before I mention the things that I would add or change to make things a little bit different. But definitely comment down below and let me know what you think you would adjust. And also let me know what issues you like to tackle when it comes to the wintertime for your formulas. And maybe I can craft a new formula around that. Now, when it comes to like how you can change this oil, depending on like what issue you may have, if you really struggle with having sensitive skin, or if you want something that's going to really be great for irritation, the oat oil is fantastic. But I also suggest you make your own calendula oil. Calendula flower is just fantastic. This is a really great flower that's really great for irritation, for redness. If you have eczema, this is a really great oil that's going to help with any irritation that you may have. I made an eczema oil for my mom who struggles with eczema super, super, super bad, and it gets even worse for her in the winter time. So I made her an eczema oil, and within that oil I have oat oil, I have the Meadowfoam Seed Oil, I also have castor oil in there as well. I also infused it with a calendula oil, which is going to be really great for your skin with the irritation. And I also added in an infused lavender oil. Now I just took dried lavender, put it in a similar bottle like this, and then I just topped it with the oil. Or you can just take the oil, you can buy oil just like this. You can buy a big bottle like this that you have and add in the dried lavender seeds. I will link down below the lavender ones that I've found on Amazon, along with the calendula one as well. You can infuse it yourself. I'm telling you, by infusing these products on your own, it will save you lots and lots of money. Because with the calendula, I've found it on Amazon pre-infused and everything, and that will cost you like roughly $50 to $55. You can just buy sunflower seed oil. You can buy sweet almond oil for 30 bucks. You'll buy the calendula dried leaves that will cost you maybe $15, and you get such a huge bag. You buy it, you can just buy a big bag like this, and like I said, it's gonna be like around like $10-15 for this big bag, and it just comes with all of these dried. I've bought this a couple of times now because I make so much of it, but you can just put this in your bottle. I just take some out, measure some out, and I put it inside of the bottle, and then I add more oil if necessary or whatever. And you can infuse it with any oil that you want to. So you can buy a huge, a gallon of oat oil, because the oat oil and the calendula infused into that would be a really great combination. Or you can use oat oil and then add in a calendula infused oil. That will be really great as well. And then also for like a decorative piece, because I used to do this as well with the lavender seeds, I would put that in the bottle, and then I would add in the oil and just allow it to infuse. So as they're using it, it just infuses for as long as the person has that oil. They can top it with more oil if they wanted to, whatever. But just by adding in the little leaves as in the cute like decorative piece, I've seen that with some businesses as well. So adding in the flowers, showing that it's infused with that, can really just be a nice little touch to your website, to your product. If you feel like this oil is still a little bit too greasy for your liking and it doesn't absorb as quickly as you like, you can add in products like isododecane. Now isododecane, this is going to be, it's kind of like water. Isododecane is a really great ingredient that's going to have a great dry down. So adding this along with the Dimethicone will be two really great ingredients to help it really dry down a lot better. I've also seen some people add in arrowroot powder to their oils to help with getting rid of some of the oiliness. Now you may want to look a little bit deeper into that, because it may change the color of your product and make it kind of have a little bit of a white, a hint of whiteness to it. So that's something that you may not want, then I may not add in the arrowroot powder, but that could be another option to test out to elevate your product for a more luxury feel. But I feel like adding in isododecane or IPM, which is another really great skincare ingredient to use for dry down, then I would use either one of those as well. Now, if you made it this far along in the video, please leave a purple heart emoji down below. I love you guys, and thank you so much for sticking around for the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.